I can say that without a doubt, this is one of the better novelty games I've played this year. I love it so much that I had to do a review on it, and I can say that while the idea of the game may be similar to Buckshot Roulette, the general premise is vastly different. I want to talk about its amazing pros and cons towards the end of the video. I want to share my ideas of what the game can add to make it a little better. It'll be my constructive criticism. So before we start the pros and cons, I want to tell you guys about how the game works first. So, a final spin is a high-stakes gambling roulette that requires the player to wipe out his enemies with the mechanics that the game provides. The player controls the gun with a set of buttons on the side of a table. They would then press to place a bet, and a wheel with 3 different types of colors would spin. That would determine the fate of the person or yourself. You can place your items in either the red, the black, or the green slot. And the color that the roulette wheel, like in the middle, lands of, that would determine the item that gets used. The items can range from getting more coins to changing the items in turn order, and it can really get interesting when every player on the table is stacked with items. And I don't want to spoil the other items, because in all honesty, I want you guys to try out the game and support these wonderful artists. At the time of me recording this video, the game's $3. And listen, I know that times are tough. I'm broke, and I know, like a few of the people who'd probably watch this video, you guys might also be broke. Unless I'm broke, you're up, who knows. But I didn't really have to reach into my pockets for this game. And they're not sponsoring this, but I did want to make a review. It's a great game. Before I continue with the pros, I want to address that the look and the aesthetic of this game is wonderful. Genuinely, it's a work of art. The colors are vibrant. The designs of the characters, I personally find them interesting. And I love the beautiful tiny detail of adding the profile picture of the player to the face models. I wanted to address the looks because I feel like adding it to the list of pros doesn't really feel right to me. But I can't really continue the video without mentioning it. My first major pro that this game has to offer is the low demand that it has on your hardware. Being able to play the game on a laptop or a PC is a wonderful addition. A game, in my opinion, feels polished, and though I have read about a few bugs on forums, Steam reviews, I've been playing for about 8.5 hours, 8.6 hours, and so far I haven't experienced a bug, which is really good.
Hold on.
I do bring up the point of optimization to bring up my next point, that the game is smooth. Like when it's going from when you go to bet your items to placing them in your inventory, the game is super smooth. It makes the gameplay feel really real, and it adds an intensity to the atmosphere. The game also allows you to customize the settings. Before you guys say anything, not every game allows customization of settings, so you can't really just don't say shit. Customizing the settings adds for the different games and a change of pace. Like you can add a timer, their new black market feature that actually just got released. It's a really good feature, and if I hadn't started playing it when it was released, I wouldn't have known about it, but I had read up.
I'm fucking like that.
My personal pro is compared to a game like Buckshot Roulette, the game feels much more chance-based. The items feel more like a chance enhancer to put the odds in your favor rather than a guarantee. This adds to the feeling of gambling rather than a certainty of loss. My opinion is Buckshot Roulette feels too certain, and you know when you're gonna die because it's based on more strategy, whereas in Final Spin it really is gambling based, which is something I can really appreciate about it because the entire premise of it is gambling. To reiterate, the game is insanely polished and it adds to its atmosphere and it adds to the gameplay aspects themselves. This is the part that I wasn't too excited, but I do have to mention it. This game does have cons that I really don't want to state. A lot of it can be fixed. And also, if devs, if you're watching this video, I want you to take this section as my personal constructive criticism than anything else. For the average consumer, this part of the video can be considered more of a be careful. First and foremost, this game has a relatively small audience. It makes it less of a con and more of a cautionary tale towards players that are interested in buying it. The thing I'm trying to say there is, if you as a new time person on stream are buying this game, just be careful. Not a lot of people are playing it, and it doesn't have enough exposure to the market for there to have a massive audience. There's another con that makes this game a little harder to play. It's the lack of game modes. This constitutes that unless you really love the disgusting nature of gambling your life away, the game might get stale for you fast. And it's those things where you are playing the same repetitive game mode, so the difference that makes it fun is the people you play with more than anything else. Unfortunately, this lack of game modes also includes a lack of a single player option. This makes the solo player's need to play gambling roulette infinitely harder. The game does include a public matchmaking option, but because of the lack of player base, it makes finding these games hard. My personal ideas and opinions for what you can do for the game: one major game mode I would love to see be added is poker. The idea of bluffing against the radial bet wheel sounds fun. Maybe having it so that every card is switched out is the chance to bet on someone's life or on your own. Another amazing addition could be War, Blackjack, or Texas Hold'em, which, contrary to popular belief, is a different game entirely. At the end of the day, Final Spin is a game that has so much potential. From the minor additions like character customization to adding different game modes, Final Spin is a game worth looking into and keeping up with. I think the player base should try to stick to it, keep with the game, and really give it a chance to breathe. The developers are trying their best. They had stated they don't have much time to work on it, so they work on it when they can. And I feel like that is means to give these people a chance to really show off what they're capable of. But besides that, thank you for watching the video. I plan on making more content, including content for Marvel's Rivals, which is coming up. I plan on making a video for that game, most likely the week that it comes out, if not later. So stay tuned for that. And like and subscribe, guys. Or you don't have to. You're a grown person. I quickly would like to mention that if you guys can comment how you like this style of video, and if you want to see more, give me constructive criticism on whether you think it's a good video, bad video, what I can do to change them and improve the actual content of my, content. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.